Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here. It's Thursday, and normally I'd be posting a challenge accepted video, but I'm going to do something a little bit different because this is Thanksgiving Day, and I'm actually recording this on Thanksgiving morning. I celebrating with mixed feelings, I'd say. The first Thanksgiving that I haven't cooked in maybe 50 years. So we're headed off to friends of my son's who are caterers and expecting an awesome day. What I'm doing here is not exactly mini album flip throughs, which I do on my Scrappy Kathy Flips series. This is kind of a review of a few things I've done as Christmas gifts for family over the years. This isn't a complete collection because the many of them exist with the people I gave them to. But I thought I'd go through a few because I think it's a handmade gift is the most appreciated and most lovingly given gift, and any kind of memory keeping gift is just really special. The very first one I'm going to show you, for example, is one I gave to Ava. I even forget which year. I think she was 4 or 5, and in preschool and just learning her ABCs. So there was this little flower-shaped ring-bound book that I'd seen at Michael's, and I had just taken a Dilutions spray ink class at a scrapbook store and decided to make her an ABC book. So I had some stamps, I did some embossing. A is for Ava and Allie and Apple, and I've got a picture of Ava and Allie and Apple. B is for my brother Barrett, and there's a picture of Ava with Barrett. C is for Crapaw, which is what I call Grandpa. There's a picture of Crapaw there. So I kind of went through, you get the idea. D is for Daddy, E is for ear with really cute earrings, and her sister Katie drew this ear, and this was a little penguin earring that was one of a kind because the other one had been lost. F is for fish, and I used some fish stamps. G is for Goofy and grandparents too, and there she is acting goofy with her grandparents. H is for Hello Kitty, and Katie drew this Hello Kitty for her sister. I is for ink pads. My favorite is purple, and that's actually a photo of one of hers. And what I covered the chipboard, the cardboard that the book was made out of, and I traced this and then did mixed media backgrounds on it. I've got J is for Jules, and I jeweled it. K is for my sister Katie, who reads and writes with me, and there's a picture of her sister helping her with some sight word homework. L is for Lucky Cheese, which is what she named a turtle that showed up at the house one time. M is for Mommy, and that's her with her mommy and the big inflatable snowman, and Ma, and there she is hugging up to me, and Ma is what she called me. Y is for Yum, and or actually we're on N here. N is for Nutella, and there's a picture there, and she wrote Yum. O is for octopus, and I had Katie draw an octopus and color it purple because I knew this page was going to be purple. P is for Aunt Patrice. Q is for questions I ask all the time. R is for ring, and this was a ring that she had gotten in a Halloween, in her Halloween bag, her trick-or-treat bag. S is for sisters, and these are her sisters, Katie and Allie. T is for the Tootie house, and Tootie was the blue Yo Gabba Gabba character, and our house was blue, so she called it the Tootie house. And I spelled it Tootie, silly me, it's Toodie. And T is for the Tootie house where I like to swim. U is for umbrella I use when it rains. V is for the village we put up at Christmas time. And W is for walk that I take to the park. X is for x-ray that sees through my skin. And Y is for yummy, and we've got all kinds of yummy stickers there. And Z is for zebra. So this was one of her favorite gifts. She actually asked me to keep it for her. She just cleaned out her room, and she'd like for me to hold it, and she thought I ought to make a video. So I've just made the video. This is a book I made for Barrett with pictures from his 8th birthday party. And I kind of made each page a work of art and gave this to him. His birthday is in September, and I gave this to him for on his for Christmas, the year of his 8th birthday. And it's all made with cereal boxes, and as you can see, some of the glue is coming off here. I embossed pages, I covered with cardstock. I tried to use as many boy-themed items as I had at the time. Had a picture of his little sister there. So this was one of his favorite gifts, and again, he's asked me to kind of hang on to it. So just a easy to do kind of thing. This was I made this book in a class, and the back of it just came off, and I made it. I filled it with things that kind of, at the time that I made this and the time I gave it to Katie was when she was being moved to Kentucky. And we were, everyone was kind of had mixed feelings about it. And so this was meant to kind of bolster her feelings of, leaving friends, but the excitement of making new ones and so forth. So the butterfly was an important element there. This is a book, I'll probably do a flip through of it. We had taken Ava on her first trip to Disney World, and I did a book. Again, this was a book I made in a class at Archivers, and I just turned it into a Disney book by adding some Disney elements to it, because it already was in the yellow and white, white, and blacks. I just added the red, and it was perfect. These two albums are albums that I gave to my son. They're gifts for him. This one included artwork and scrapbook pages that Ava had done through the year. And she'd give each one of them to him, and he'd give them back to me. This is actually a mixed media background that she made, at the age of 5 or so, using small ink pads. And I thought that was beautiful. I've used it on a couple layouts. These are some coloring sheets from restaurants, lots and lots of her artwork, and putting it all together. And again, I used, I think I just glued cardstock back to back and then punched holes. And originally it was bound by my cinch. And I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I ended up punching 3 holes with my fascinator, or I forget what the tool is, and just putting big rings and tying a ribbon. So that was something, and it includes this My Little Pony book that she did some drawings on every page. So I just kind of glued that onto the front. This was a drawing that she did of herself, and there's a picture of her with her dad, and I found a sticker that says "Me and You." Best Christmas gift he received that year, he said. This one is a scrapbook that Ava did. She selected the photos, and she made all of these layouts. She selected the photos for this collage that's here, and she selected all the papers. She helped me do this glittering. She did the pen drawing for the glittering. This was a photo of her kindergarten or her preschool class. She loved using foam letter stickers and had no earthly idea what they were supposed to spell. She used stamps and stickers and fun things. And again, I did this this book for her dad, for him to have in one place, things that she had done, art that she had created. And this was a drawing that her brother did, this cardinal, and she picked out a picture of him to go on the page, and then added all kinds of designs there. So it was really a labor of love for her. And I closed it. I used my cinch tool, and I have it, I guess I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it closed. Can't say that I was ever an expert with that. Another thing I used my cinch tool for, when Katie turned 11, we had, at her birthday, we actually, I decorated, I used my Cricut to cut out designs and punches. I had some big Crazy 8 punches. And we actually provided scrapbook supplies at the center of the table on a turntable, and all of the guests sat around the table and made pages. And these were all of the wall decorations that were up there, and I kind of turned it all said happy birthday. You can see some basic gray papers in here, and some K and Company, some old, she's almost 18 now, so it's been a while ago. But you can see here she's standing under the banner that I made. I just knocked over a lamp here. I think we can do without that light. It wasn't helping too much as I'm holding the book. So it said happy birthday, and I've actually just made scrapbook pages out of the letters on that banner. And then I'll have a separate book that has all the pages from the scrapbook pages that the guests made. So this was something I gave her, I think after her birthday, but you could do something like this for Christmas, taking, your kids' artwork, or just kind of putting it into something that becomes a memory book. So that's all I'm going to review today. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you in the U.S. and to those around the world. Just thank you for your support, and enjoy making fun things for your family and friends for the holidays. Bye.